Steeped in history, Royal Ascot dates all the way back to the Queen Anne era in 1711. And it's not just the prestige that is up for grabs, it is the prize money and that Group 1 glory. Day 1 of 5 of the carnival starts on Tuesday, and we have 3 Group 1s to start it off. The one we're looking at the moment is the Group 1 Queen Anne Stakes, won by some of the best racehorses, in my humble opinion, Frankel, in history. Charon was last year, but prior to that was Baaeed. Everyone was comparing Baaeed to the next Frankel. This is a race where some of the best stallions, Toronado, and some of the best competitors have come through. This year will be absolutely no different. It is a stallion-making race, and it is a fierce field. The first runner we'd like to have a look at is one that's quite short in the market. It's Rosalian. Now, this runner is in those yellow and black silks right towards the back there. And I think what's so impressive about this horse is the way it just continues to fight and hit the line.
Henry Longfellow having the first crack at unquestionable. They've got a furlong and a half left to go, and taking over here, Henry Longfellow. Rosalian is in the clear. Notable speech with plenty to do. Henry Longfellow chased all the way by Rosalian. Half a furlong left. Henry Longfellow the inside. Rosalian the outside. Rosalian takes the St James's Palace under Sean Levy. Henry Longfellow in second. Metropolitan a big run.
To step up like that in Group 1 company, fresh from a spell, is so incredible. And it was a wonderful ride there by Sean Levy. He was stuck along the rails. He was right towards the back. You didn't think that he was going to be able to get through, but he absolutely did. And when he found the clear, look at the way this runner hit the line. The stable have a really high opinion of this runner. I've listened to countless podcasts and read countless news articles, and they all speak exactly the same about this horse, which is reflected in the odds. Another really interesting runner you might want to keep an eye on, granted it is at much larger odds, but stranger things have happened, is Carl Spackler. Now, a reason this horse is so interesting is that he's coming over from the US. He won 3 Grade 1s over in Keeneland. He was then purchased by Yulong Investments and transferred to the Kieran Mars stable. But before heading down to Australia, he's made the pit stop to Royal Ascot. There are worse places to make a pit stop, let's be honest. James McDonald in the saddle. This is a lethal combination. If anyone is going to get the best out of this horse, then it's this combination here. I think the only question mark is being able to adjust to the undulating tracks over in the UK. US racing is very similar to Australian racing in that sense. It is a tight, flat track, and Carl Spackler, whether he's adjusted or not, is the biggest question mark, which is why he is slightly larger in the betting. Another interesting Aussie flair to Royal Ascot is in this exact same race. Lake Forest, who won the $10 million Golden Eagle here in Sydney, is racing in the Group 1 Queen Anne Stakes. He is at odds of around 40 to 1. He is at massive odds, which is almost insane when he won a $10 million race out here. So it will be interesting to see how he does size up against the rest. I also think that it does give you a little nudge that if you don't like the favourite at short odds of around 3 to 1, then you can absolutely look further. If a horse who wins a $10 million race could get the job done, then why couldn't something like Carl Spackler? It is very, very deep in talent, and it's a race that you absolutely won't want to miss on day 1 of 5 of the Royal Ascot Carnival. And remember, punters, wherever you're from, you can watch all the action live across the Sky Racing Network.